Cheating in RuneScape has gotten out of hand. With real-life profit on the line, bot makers have been exploiting RuneScape's ineffective detection systems to earn a living. But according to our guy in the lab right here, their greed has caused supposedly 44% of the accounts playing to be bots. This is way too much. Even Modash himself has chimed in talking about the damage they cause. A lot of people have said there's been a bot nuke in old school RuneScape. And while I have seen a lot of evidence of bots disappearing, only some spots have been nuked. So by the end of this video, you'll see my brand new proposal to Jagex to completely nuke the money-making bots for good, and how I got banned on Reddit for posting about it. The elves of Prithvinas live in peace and harmony, where they kindly open their doors to adventurers after taking down the fragment of Saren. But recently, elves have been reporting activity of mass stealing from the players of Gielinor. Crime is on the rise, and asking the elves and nearby players, I received word of suspicious accounts with tens, if not hundreds of millions of XP stealing valuables from the locals. I decided to investigate, and what I found was shocking. Accounts wearing the full rogue's outfit and thieving capes. It's a good moneymaker, so this wasn't too surprising, but the amount of XP they have is. Take for instance this player I found, Campos Jack, who just has the base requirements to complete Song of the Elves, so clearly not doing much other activities. And he has over 80 million thieving XP. But that doesn't really compare to They Saggy. This account has 200 million thieving XP, putting it at rank 715, and they're stealing from elves. On drop rate, they've made about 2.8 bill, but who knows how many more pickpockets they've done past 200 mil. And that's just one account. Now I'd have to hop a few worlds to find these accounts, but they're pretty much on every second or third world. The hourly profit of these bots is about 3 mil an hour. I couldn't find any particular pattern as to these accounts' total levels. The only similarity I found were absurdly high amounts of thieving XP, and their unwillingness to have a conversation with me. Now, of course I want to mess with the bots, so I cast the Telly Other spell. Nothing. They've got their accept aid turned off. I wasn't able to mess with them, but maybe a JMod would. So I reported them to Jagex, and hopefully the citizens of Prithvinas can rest assured their pockets will be safe, at least from the bots. So bot busting isn't just fun for me, it can be a little profitable too. And going forward for the series, I'll be starting a bank tab of collecting all the resources, gear, coins, and other items I get from bots. I figure it'll be fun to remember seeing an item in my bank tab and looking back, remembering the time I busted those bots. And let's begin the collection with a big stack of cosmic runes. I've been informed there are tons of air orb bots. They go into the wilderness and they carry with them a big stack of cosmic runes. A bit of a flashback to Solus Adamus, my 10 HP Iron Man. I wanted 99 crafting, and for that I needed to make air battle staves by charging orbs at the air obelisk. And for that, I needed cosmic runes. So my goal was to runecraft 100,000 cosmic runes on this account. I had to mine the essence, create prayer potions, and get my construction level up for the glory in my player-owned house. And eventually, I reached my goal of 100,000 cosmics. This was 10 years ago. Back then, we didn't have minigames like Guardians of the Rift, and there was no really good method for my account to receive pure essence. I literally mined it all. So you could say I have a thing for collecting cosmic runes. And because of this tip-off, I'm about to collect a lot more. But this time, much faster, on a regular account, and by busting the bots. Let's take a closer look at this player I found at the air obelisk. With a name I'm not even going to try to pronounce, their only stats are in magic construction. I am going to try to pronounce that actually. Their name is Zilmfig. Zilmikfig SAS 7 only has stats in magic, construction, and runecrafting. But this screenshot was taken 3 weeks ago. How's this account looking now? They've gained 6.1 million magic experience. Air orbs provide around 40k magic XP per hour, so this would mean the account has been running for about 155 hours. Crafting these air orbs, they've netted around 70 mil. And that's just one account. I found many of these accounts in almost every world, and luckily, I have just the account for the job.
I think I'm lagging just a little bit, but that doesn't save Rasipitibin.
Okay, my first items in my collection. I wish getting cosmic runes was this easy and fun 7 years ago on Solus Adamus. Yes. And with that kill, I claim a stack of over 1,000 Cosmic Runes. And if I want to take a break from killing the bots, I can just stand here with a PK skull, and most of these accounts will just teleport away. So even if I'm not killing them, the bots are still being disrupted. At the end of it all, I ended up PKing over 10,000 Cosmic Runes from these accounts, totaling to a bit over 1 mil in runes. Oh yeah, and the account with over 8 million magic experience that avoided bans for so long, well, they're now banned. In fact, all of these accounts are now banned. Another win for the bot busting, and my new bank tab. The Mage training arena is not a place many of us want to go, but have to. And I mustered up the courage to go here and check out all the tip-offs you guys have been sending. And there's only one type of account here that likes to stay here long after it's unlocked its full infinity set. And that is the bot accounts of the Mage training arena. With each activity, they get points that they can exchange into whatever is most profitable at the time, only getting a measly 200k GP per hour. However, there are so many of these bots that they end up making a lot of gold. And they're going at alarming rates. Take for instance this one account I found, Gutchers. This player has no stats other than 17.5 million magic XP, but this was 3 weeks ago. Let's take a look at their stats now. They're now at 26.2 million magic experience and still have no other stats showing up on the high scores. But that's not a one-off instance. Take a look at Egomope. 3 weeks ago, this account had 16.5 million magic XP with no other stats. Now they have almost 24 million. And these are just two of the many accounts I found while investigating. And they have accept aid turned off and they don't go to PvP worlds. So you know what happened next. After reporting, some of them are still around. This one reaching close to 40 million magic experience. With current prices, assuming they bought Master Wands the whole way, they would have made 167 mil. And that's just one account. So I'm not sure why these accounts aren't getting banned, but hopefully Jagex can do something about these accounts soon. I was just thinking, ever since Monkey Madness 2, I haven't given Gutanath a visit. Oh, right. Should probably go and apologize for that.
What are you doing here, puny hit? Wait, you're the little runt that killed Keith.
Okay, listen, that was a long time ago, and the residents of Apatol convinced me I had to, or they would kill me.
I should bash you, human, but I won't. Recently, weird-looking humans have been entering my caves.
Okay, well, if you let me enter, I'll check it out for you right away. Oh, Gutanath has a bot problem. Blue dragons in Gutanath can be accessed after completing the Watchtower quest. The bots will complete the Watchtower quest with no other real stats, and they choose this location as it's not often visited by regular players. Even during the quest, you're in an instanced area of the dungeon, so unless you're vigilant, you won't see the bots. Based on this investigation, these bots will kill anywhere from 60 to 70 blue dragons an hour, netting up to 250 to 300k per hour. Not much, but these bots have been here for a while. Take for example, 2 Eros Garat, with over 24 million ranged experience. Just from a few minutes of world hopping, I found tons of these accounts, all with very high ranged experience. And I've got to do something about these bots, or the chief is going to crush me into dust. First, I drop some bones and hides for the bot to pick up. It starts following them, but then stops soon after. This was progress, but how could I take this further? Well, no matter what I did, they were programmed to run back to their designated spot. So I try another approach. I attacked the dragon until it was half health, then left it. But the bot just stood here and would start attacking the dragons the moment I was gone. With that not working, now it's time for the nuclear option. I reported these accounts directly to Jagex, and all those accounts we featured earlier, banned. Hopefully the bots leave the blue dragons alone so the chief does not bash me the next time he sees me. Nuke sound effects and video effects. Get nuked. All these tip-offs are so helpful for making videos of busting the bots. So if you found some rule-breaking activity you want investigated and busted, send an email to runescapetipoff@gmail.com detailing what you found. However, keep in mind this is not an official Jagex email. For in-game crimes, submit your tip-offs directly to Jagex at tipoff@jagex.com. Karumja. There always seems to be bots here. Shiloh Village is located in the southern part of the Karumjan jungle, and players must help the locals during the Shiloh Village quest to be granted entry. Home to popular fishing spots, the One Small Favor quest start, and the highest level Slayer Master, many people visit the area. And what's especially tempting for bots are the gem rocks containing riches. The low mining requirement and high profitability make it the perfect place for bots to set up camp and mine. Now, I didn't find them in every world, but I did find them quite often. Shiloh Village also has this general store where I used to see other bots. It buys lots of different items for more than their grand exchange value, so bots used to go camp here and sell to it. Sadly, they don't go on the PvP worlds anymore. So back to the gem mines, these bots are mining over 900 gems per hour at these rocks, netting themselves a rough profit of around 350,000 to 400,000 gold per hour. And what's interesting is there seems to be two different bot farms here. There are ones that mine on the top level of the gem mines, and these accounts are easy to spot and have tons of mining XP. But there's another type of account as well. There are also bots on the bottom floor of the mines that are tougher to spot. Just take a look here. I hop in and see an account in the mine for a brief second before they quickly hop. So I decided to check their stats. 33 million mining experience. This would mean the account seen here has made around 200 mil alone, and that's just one account. They log out instantly when they see another player so that they can avoid detection. One strange pattern I found with these bots is that some of them also had fairly high herb lore levels, with most accounts having 81 herb lore and one of them even having 85. Bots are usually made with profit in mind, but herb lore is a buyable skill. So what gives? What I'm guessing is these accounts are also used as bots farming rewards from the Mastering Mixology minigame, because level 81 is the level needed for the best potion to make in that minigame. Anyway, I tried dropping gems on the floor near these accounts and checking PvP worlds for them. Also attempted to cast the Tele Other spell on these accounts, but none of my attempts were successful. So I reported all of the bots I found to Jagex, and checking in on some of these accounts later, a lot of them ended up getting banned. But one thing I noticed is some accounts, specifically the ones mining from the bottom floor, are still running. Take for instance the bot we showcased with 33 million mining experience. 2 weeks later, the account now has 44 million mining experience, and it is still going. Hopefully the old school team helps out the residents of Shiloh and wipes out the bots entirely. The bot nuke is not complete. They're still around, so I've spent the better part of the last week refining this idea to give the bots the final blow. If you want to read more about it, I've linked the document in the description. And of course, if you have any critical feedback whatsoever to this idea, let me know in the comments, because I've been editing this document a lot with your suggestions already, and I've addressed every loophole I've seen so far. I made a graphic of this document and posted it to Reddit, and for some reason, I got banned. I don't know if I was mass reported or what, because this has never happened to me before, but my goal is for Jagex to see this idea. I submitted an appeal and did get unbanned in the end, but if I was mass reported by bot makers, it means that this really is the ultimate bot nuke. I am sick of the bots, and I know you are too. So please leave a like and let the JMods know if you support this idea.